Hi, it's Gene, retired in Mexico. And if you're new to the channel, we ask one question here, which is, do they write them and sing them like they used to? What this is about is a lot of people. I talk to people all the time. It doesn't matter if they're young or old. A lot of people think the old music is better and the new music either sucks or they don't really care for it. But I'm not so sure. I think the new music and the old music are both great. And I listen to music from before I was born. So I think it's all good, from Bach to Carolyn Polachek. It's just the whole thing is good. So today we're going to hit up Deerhoof. And I have watched a little bit of video on YouTube because I was curious what they look like live. But this is a really idiosyncratic band that's been around for a while. I really like them. They're from San Francisco. And if they're doing material from their new album, I don't know any of the new material. So let's go ahead and check out a couple songs on KEXP. The whole thing's a half hour, so I'll probably break it into two videos or just stop in the middle. So here we go.
Yes, indeed. We're live right here in the KEXP live room here on the afternoon show right now. I'm so excited, and I think you might be too, because right now, right here, we have the incredible, the brilliant, the fantastic Deerhoof, live and direct right here at KEXP. Thank you all for being here.
Never seen that DJ before. This song. So for transparency, my lovely cat, I've heard this. Slide is cool. That's not English because I can't understand anything in it. It doesn't sound like she's singing English to me on this song. So let's pause this briefly. So, what I hear with these guys it's not jazz, but I hear all the elements of certain kinds of jazz bordering on free jazz. Because just in the rhythm section alone, with the bass and the drums, they were countering each other. And then you had the rhythm guitar and the slide guitar, and they were playing two completely different things. And everything works together, or it sounds like a disorganized mess to you, one or the other. But to me, when I hear these guys, like a real, like listening to Coltrane or somebody, it just all makes sense up in this head. But if somebody said I hate Deerhoof, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I get it, But I like these guys. So let's go ahead and hit up the next song, and then we'll wrap up the video. Scarcity is manufactured. I see a whole different style of guitar.
I thought it was night, but it's day. It's every day at once. What for the busy was
Right. Loved it. Yeah. So, I hear everything in this. I hear bits and pieces of math rock, and I hear uh, even a little bit of Grateful Dead influence, and like I mentioned, Coltrane or free jazz, and then that playful guitar they were playing there. It reminded me of something I can't quite put my finger on. And maybe that's where the Dead thing came from, because it was a very fun little riff on the guitar that opened that second song. But then they're doing the polyrhythms and the contra melodies to each other. This is complicated stuff, in my opinion. And she just sings there. She sings this and plays the bass and appears to be comfortable with it. I'd be like, but these guys have been around, I think, 20 years. They've got they must have at least 15 albums. If you've not heard of Deerhoof, they've been around for quite a while, and I love them. Now, some albums are better than others. Right now, I'm working on my 2007 list, and Friend Opportunity. That's a really good album. So, uh, yeah, yeah, I'm a little bit at a loss for words here because I'm not a musician, and that usually is. I think that's usually a benefit, because most people that listen to music, they're not musicians, right? 3 out of 4 people that listen to music and enjoy it, they're not musicians, so they don't give a crap if it's a G seventh major chord. They just don't care. But when I watch Deerhoof here, that's when I wish I knew a little bit more than I do, because there's stuff going on here that only a musician would appreciate fully, fully. But I appreciate it, and let me know what you think. I thought this was awesome. They've all aged a little bit. The video that I watched of them before was from many years back, and they've all got a little, few years on them now, but they seem in the pocket and calm. And I really enjoyed the slide guitar on the first song, but particularly in contrast to the rhythm guitar. So the rhythm guitar player, he didn't look too flashy, but he was doing his thing. And then you had the slide guitar, and the two together were really awesome. But then you had this rhythm section going on underneath it. And I don't know why, it just all makes sense to me. I hear it, and I hear the individual pieces, and I hear the whole, and it's very cool. So thanks for joining me. If you like what we're doing, a senior reacting to the music of the 21st century, hit that like or subscribe button. You know the drill, and you know it helps. Only about 10% of people who watch bother to hit like or subscribe, but it helps us a lot, especially a guy like me who's doing this for a loss. Yeah, if you don't know that, I lose money every month on this channel, so I do it for love. So little love back is mucho appreciated. And as we say here in crazy Mexico, we had the Parada Dia de los Locos yesterday, the parade of the Day of the Crazies, and wild. I got a couple short videos. Check them out if you're interested. So, as we say here in Bonita, Mexico, buen dia.